My name is Lena, 32 years old, and I've spent my life proving myself to a family that never believed in me. I sit in my cramped apartment, the sting of last week's family dinner still raw, clutching a crumpled note from my sister's commander that reads, "Ma'am, you're the general?" Words that turned their mockery upside down. My hands tremble with a mix of pride and disbelief, the path ahead uncertain but my resolve igniting. The family's dismissal had defined me, but this moment promised a reckoning. I grew up in a small town, the middle child of 5 in a military-obsessed household. My dad, a retired sergeant, and my mom, a strict homemaker, raised us with discipline. My older brother, Tom, became a captain, my younger sister, Grace, a lieutenant, and my younger siblings, Paul and Mia, followed suit in various ranks. I, however, struggled. At 18, I flunked out of military academy, my asthma a constant hurdle, and pivoted to logistics, earning a degree at 24. My family called it quitting, their disappointment a shadow I couldn't shake. I worked odd jobs, warehouse clerk, delivery driver, until landing a logistics coordinator role at 28, managing supply chains for a defense contractor. Still, they saw me as the failure. Last week's family dinner was a rare gathering at my parents' house, a wood-paneled relic of their military pride. Tom bragged about his promotion, Grace about her deployment, while Paul and Mia chimed in with their achievements. I shared my recent project, a $200,000 supply optimization that saved the contractor time, hoping for a nod. Dad scoffed, "Logistics? That's not service, Lena." Mom added, "Grace is the real soldier." Grace smirked, "At least I'm not stuck in an office." The table laughed, and I shrank, my chest tight. Later, Grace mentioned her commander, Colonel Harris, visiting, inviting me to meet him. I agreed, masking my hurt. That night, I couldn't sleep. Their laughter echoed, Dad's dismissal, Grace's jab, the collective shrug. I replayed my career, late nights analyzing data, negotiating with vendors, earning a 15% efficiency boost. I called my friend, Tara, a veteran-turned-therapist, who urged me to document their words. I recorded the dinner on my phone, my evidence budding. I returned to work, pouring my anger into a $500,000 contract bid, landing it with a 20% margin. Tara suggested proving my worth, and I planned a strategy, my resolve hardening. I posted on LinkedIn, optimizing success, its views hitting 150, comments like, "Great work," lifting me. I saved them, my confidence flickering. The next day, I arrived early, reviewing supply chains, when Tara called. "Lena, use their doubt. Show them." I recorded it, her voice steadying me. I researched military logistics certifications, enrolling in a course, aiming for credibility. I practiced a pitch, my skills sharpening, and networked with a colleague, Sam, who praised my insight. I tweeted, rising above, hinting at family slights, its retweets reaching 400. Comments supported, "Keep going." I saved them, my voice stirring. At home, I prepared. I upgraded my resume, adding the contracts, and studied military protocols, targeting a consultant role. Tara reviewed my recordings, advising a public rebuttal, and I planned to meet Colonel Harris. I bought a suit, a small act of defiance, and attended a defense expo, landing a contact, Dr. Patel, who offered advice. I vlogged, proving my path, teasing my story, its views hitting 200. Grace called, "Commander's coming Saturday. Join us?" I nodded, my move set. The fallout began subtly. Tom texted, "Dad's still mad about dinner. Prove him wrong?" I stayed silent, focusing on the meeting prep, compiling my achievements. The contractor praised my bid, offering a $10,000 bonus, and I saved the email, my leverage growing. The Saturday meeting loomed, and I arrived at Grace's base, nerves buzzing. Colonel Harris, a stern figure, greeted Grace, then turned to me. "You're Lena. Grace mentioned your logistics work." I nodded, presenting my portfolio, contracts, efficiencies, certifications. He flipped through, eyes widening. Ma'am, you're the general? The room froze, Grace's jaw dropping. My family's words had wounded me, but this moment promised vindication. The meeting marked a pivot, and I anticipated their reaction, shock or apology, with cautious hope. They wouldn't expect my rise, and I was ready to claim it. The meeting's stunned silence still reverberated as I left Grace's base with Tara, Colonel Harris's wide-eyed, "Ma'am, you're the general," and Grace's dropped jaw replaying in my mind like a triumphant overture. I woke each morning in my apartment, the commander's note beside a military logistics manual, symbols of my hidden ascent and simmering family tension. The family divide, their scorn, my unexpected rise, their shocked pause, had shifted, and I was ready to reveal my truth, turning their failure label into a badge of honor. The path ahead was electrifying, but my resolve was unshakable. The days after the meeting brought a surge of momentum. Colonel Harris called, his tone respectful. "Lena, your logistics work is exceptional. We need a consultant." I accepted, a $50,000 contract with the Army, my career soaring. I framed the offer, a shield against family doubts. I emailed Grace the news, "Your commander hired me," but she replied, "Lucky break," her skepticism biting. I saved it, my determination stealing. Tara suggested a family confrontation, and I planned it, my strategy taking shape. I posted on LinkedIn, "New role with the Army," its views hitting 300, comments like, "Impressive," lifting me. I saved them, my network growing. Grace called, her tone strained. "Harris is impressed, but Dad's furious." "Explain." I steadied myself, "I earned it, Grace." She sighed, "They think it's a fluke." I hung up, calling Tara, who advised recording interactions. I logged a call with Dad, who grumbled, "General. That's a stretch," his dismissal fueling me. I enrolled in an advanced military strategy course, aiming for credibility, and practiced a family speech, my advocacy sharpening. I tweeted, proving them wrong, hinting at family slights, its retweets reaching 800. Comments cheered, "You showed them." I saved them, my voice amplifying. At work, my revelation gained traction. The Army contract expanded to $75,000, and I led a supply chain overhaul, boosting efficiency by 25%. Colonel Harris praised me publicly, "Lena's a natural leader," unaware of my family's view. I presented the results, and the contractor offered a $15,000 bonus, my leverage growing. I vlogged, unseen strength, teasing my rise, its views hitting 500. Sam, my colleague, connected me with a general, General Ortiz, who offered mentorship, my influence widening. The fallout intensified. Tom texted, "Dad's calling it a mistake. Prove it's real." I stayed silent, focusing on the family prep, compiling my achievements. The strategy course earned me a certification, and I shared it on Twitter, its retweets hitting 1,200, comments lauding, "True leader." I saved them, my credibility mounting. Grace invited me to a base event, "Harris wants you there," her tone cautious, my opportunity nearing. The family confrontation convened at my parents' house, Dad, Mom, Grace, Tom, Paul, and Mia present. Over coffee, Dad opened, "This general nonsense is embarrassing." Mom added, "Grace is the soldier." I stayed calm, presenting my portfolio, contract, certification, bonus. "This is my work," I said. The room tensed, and I played Tara's voicemail, "Lena, you're a pioneer." Their faces shifted, my case undeniable. That my revelation rippled outward. General Ortiz offered a $100,000 consulting role, and the contractor promoted me to logistics director, $80,000, my career lifting. I tweeted, "From failure to force," sharing my journey, its retweets hitting 1,500. Comments cheered, "You're a legend." I saved them, my voice resounding. Tara drafted a family acknowledgement, holding it as leverage. The confrontation ended with Dad's grudging, "Maybe we misjudged," a crack in their wall. The base event loomed, a military gala. I arrived with Tara, my presence a statement, dressed in a suit funded by my bonus. Grace greeted, Harris is eager, her tone softer. Mid-event, Colonel Harris called me up. Lena, your strategies saved us $2 million. General rank is yours if you accept. The room gasped, my family's table freezing. I smiled, I accept. The announcement ended, and I met their stunned stares, Dad's mouth open, Grace's eyes wide. Their failure label had scarred me, but this moment promised triumph. The gala marked a turn, and I anticipated their next move, pride or silence, with cautious hope. They wouldn't expect my command, and I was ready to lead. The gala's stunned gasp still echoed as I left with Tara, Colonel Harris's announcement of my general rank and my family's frozen stares replaying like a victorious crescendo. I woke each morning in my upgraded apartment, the general insignia beside a photo of my academy days, symbols of my hard-earned rise and unresolved family tension. The family divide, their shock, my unexpected command, their reluctant pause, had reached a climax, and I was ready to ascend fully, turning their failure label into a legacy of triumph. The path ahead was transformative, but my resolve was ironclad. The days after the gala brought a wave of validation. The Army formalized my general rank, a $150,000 salary with benefits, and assigned me a strategic command role overseeing 5,000 troops. I framed the commission, a testament to my worth. I emailed Grace the document, General Lena now, but she replied, Dad's livid, her tone cautious. I saved it, my determination stealing. Tara pushed for a family reconciliation, and I scheduled it, my plan advancing. I posted on LinkedIn, promoted to general, its views hitting 800, comments like, incredible achievement, boosting me. I saved them, my network solidifying. Dad called, his voice tight. This general thing is a fluke. Prove it. I held firm, I've earned it, Dad. He hung up, and Tom texted, Mom's crying. Fix this? I called Tara, who advised a public acknowledgement, and I recorded it, her voice steady, they'll come around. I researched leadership seminars, enrolling to refine my skills, and drafted a reconciliation speech. I updated my Twitter, rising to command, hinting at family doubts, its retweets reaching 2,000. Comments supported, you're a leader. I saved them, my voice resonating. At work, my ascension deepened. The command role led to a $2 million budget allocation, and I optimized troop logistics, saving 30% in costs. General Ortiz praised me, Lena, you're a natural, and the Army awarded me a commendation. I presented the savings, and the contractor offered a $20,000 bonus, my influence growing. I vlogged, leading with pride, teasing my journey, its views hitting 1,000. Sam connected me with a senator, who invited me to a defense panel, my reach expanding. The tension escalated. Grace called, Dad's demanding a meeting. He's embarrassed. I countered, he should be proud. She sighed, I'll try to help. I stayed focused, preparing the reconciliation, compiling my achievements, rank, savings, awards. The senator's panel earned me a $5,000 speaking fee, and I shared it on Twitter, its retweets hitting 3,000, comments lauding, true hero. I saved them, my reputation soaring. The family reconciliation convened at a neutral venue, Dad, Mom, Grace, Tom, Paul, and Mia present. Over tea, Dad opened, this general rank is a mistake. Mom added, Grace earned her place. I stayed calm, presenting my portfolio, commission, commendation, panel invite. This is my proof, I said. The room tensed, and I played Tara's voicemail, Lena, you've redefined success. Their faces shifted, my case irrefutable. My ascension rippled outward. The defense panel led to a $250,000 consulting contract, and the Army promoted me to a regional command, $175,000, my career peaking. I tweeted, from doubt to dominion, sharing my rise, its retweets hitting 4,000. Comments cheered, you're unstoppable. I saved them, my voice a beacon. Tara drafted a family apology, holding it as leverage. The reconciliation ended with Dad's reluctant, We were wrong, a crack in their pride. The next family event, a military reunion, loomed. I arrived in uniform, my presence a declaration. Grace greeted, Dad's rethinking, her tone softer. Mid-event, my phone buzzed, General Ortiz. Lena, your command saved $5 million. You're a legend. The room paused, medals glinting. I smiled, thank you, sir. The call ended, and I faced their stunned stares, Dad's nod, Grace's smile. Their failure label had scarred me, but this moment promised healing. The reunion marked a pivot, and I anticipated their next move, acceptance or distance, with cautious hope. They wouldn't expect my legacy, and I was ready to embrace it. The military reunion stunned pause still lingered as I drove home with Tara, General Ortiz's praise and my family's hesitant nods replaying like a victorious finale. I woke each morning in my new office, the general's stars framed beside a childhood photo of me in a cadet uniform, symbols of my journey from scorn to sovereignty. The family divide, their reluctant acceptance, my commanding rise, their quiet retreat, had reached its resolution, and I was ready to cement my legacy, turning their failure label into a beacon of triumph. The path had transformed me, and my strength had prevailed. The days after the reunion brought a torrent of affirmation. The Army expanded my regional command to 10,000 troops, a $200,000 salary with a 5% equity stake, and honored me with the Legion of Merit for my $5 million savings. I displayed the medal, a testament to my worth. I emailed Dad the citation, General Lena's impact, and he replied, "We're proud," a rare admission. I saved it, my hope solidifying. Tara suggested a family celebration, and I planned it, my victory complete. I posted on LinkedIn, Legion of Merit recipient, its views hitting 1,200, comments like, "National treasure," lifting me. I saved them, my network a stronghold. Grace called, her tone warm. Dad's rethinking everything. Can we celebrate? I smiled, yes, Grace. Tom added in a text, Mom wants to apologize, our bond mending. I called Tara, who celebrated my journey, and I recorded it, her voice joyful, "You've redefined family." I launched a Veterans Logistics Fund, donating $10,000, my success extending beyond personal gain. I updated my Twitter, from failure to legend, sharing my rise, its retweets reaching 5,000. Comments cheered, "You're an icon." I saved them, my voice a global echo. At work, my legacy deepened. The expanded command led to a $10 million budget, and I implemented a training program, boosting troop readiness by 40%. General Ortiz nominated me for a National Defense Award, and the contractor offered a $30,000 bonus, my influence peaking. I presented the program, and the Army awarded me a second commendation. I vlogged, commanding my destiny, its views hitting 2,500, sharing my story's emotional core. The senator invited me to a congressional hearing, my reach soaring. The family celebration convened at a local hall, Dad, Mom, Grace, Tom, Paul, and Mia present. Over dinner, Dad opened, "We misjudged you, Lena." Mom added, "We're sorry." I stayed composed, presenting my achievements, medal, awards, fund. "This is who I am," I said. The room softened, and I played Tara's voicemail, "Lena, you're a pioneer." Their eyes glistened, my case unassailable. My legacy rippled outward. The congressional hearing earned me a $50,000 consultancy, and the Army promoted me to a national command, $250,000, my career at its zenith. I tweeted, leading with honor, its retweets hitting 6,000, comments lauding, "True General." I saved them, my reputation cemented. Tara organized a family photo, a symbol of unity. The celebration ended with Dad's embrace, "You're our general," a healing moment. The next military ball became my stage for closure. I arrived in full regalia, my presence a declaration. Grace toasted, "To Lena, our general," and Dad nodded, "We're proud." Mid-ball, my phone buzzed, General Ortiz. "Lena, your fund raised $100,000. You're a hero." The room paused, chandeliers gleaming. I smiled, "Thank you, sir." The call ended, and I faced their proud stares, Mom's tears, Tom's grin. Their failure label had scarred me, but every command, every sorry, every dollar raised had healed it. My fight was about proving my worth, not breaking them, and now, I shared that lesson. If you've faced family doubt or risen against odds, this is for you, your moment will come. Share below. Subscribe to Revenge Tempest for more triumph tales, and hit the bell for updates. Until next time, lead on.